So, Divinity Original Sin 2. Turn-based isometric game. This game can be played in either a single player, or you play multiplayer with 4 people, up to 4 people, with each person controlling one hero. If you're playing with one person though, you control all 4. If there's 2 people, each person controls 2. If you play with 3, each person controls 1, and 1 person controls 2. So, here's how it works. You click around with your left mouse button to move your party. Everybody moves together naturally, but if you want to separate them, have them move independently, you can drag their icon at the top left corner away from each other. You'll see a chain break, and that's when you know that they act independently. If you want them to move together again, you simply just move their icons back together, and you'll see them link up again. When you enter combat, each unit is assigned a set amount of AP or action points that they can use per turn. Every action uses AP, moving, attacking, using skills, or even looting while you're in combat. Everything uses AP. You start off with 4, and if you decide to take the Lone Wolf perk, then you start off with 6. Most common skills use 2. Some of them, though, only use 1. So, this also makes AP management something to watch out for, especially if you're trying to Lone Wolf it. If you don't know what the Lone Wolf perk does, it gives your hero extra armor, extra health, extra AP, but it only works if your party only consists of 1 or 2 heroes. Managing AP gets easier though, depending on the talents and skills that you have. So if you pick up Glass Canyon, you max out your entire AP bar. Or you choose the Executioner perk, where you regain 2 AP every time you kill an enemy. Or you can use the Adrenaline skill, where you gain an extra 2 AP during that turn, but you lose 2 AP the next turn. Something I found neat was that if you know a battle is coming up, you can prep yourself up beforehand by buffing up with skills, scrolls, food, or potions. This is especially important when you're going in Lone Wolf, because you only have 1 or 2 people. You want to start the battle with as much damage and AP that you can do as possible. Elevation also plays a role in combat. Those on the higher ground will deal more damage, while those on the lower ground deal less damage. It's something I've seen before in these style of games. It kind of makes sense if you think of it in sort of the FF Tactics style. The game is old enough now too, where you can have mods that will give you new skills or change skills. That's why you'll see in this video, there are skills that are being used that you probably won't see in your own game unless you have those mods installed. So there are a total of 4 acts in this game. There's Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and Act 4. Act 1 and 2 felt the longest. Act 3 and 4 felt the shortest. Now, here's why I think it felt this way for me. In the beginning, you don't have a lot of skills. You also don't have really good equipment or stats. So your overall damage output is way lower than what you can do later in the game, where you have access to everything that you need and you pretty much have your gear sorted out by then. So whether or not that was taken into account when they were balancing the games, I don't know. As far as the story goes, unless you choose one of the preset heroes like Ethan, Sabil, Lose, Red Prince, Fane, or Beast, every character's dialogue is sort of the same. There's like minor changes depending on your alliance and your race, but otherwise it's pretty much all the same stuff. There's not much difference. I do wish though that there was more explanation as to who Malady was. She comes out at the end of Act 1 and basically gets your character off of Fort Joy and into the world to become the god Wokens, the Divine. But that's about it. We don't really know what her end goal is. We find out from Magister Siva in Act 2 that they made a deal with each other to help each other out. But when Siva dies, she tells you, the god Woken, that yeah, we made a deal, but don't help Malady with it because that deal's only between us. So we find out in Act 2 as well that Malady has gone to Blood Moon Isle to talk with demons, to negotiate with them. She's gonna tell us that she'll call in the favor later, so that could be something that they do in Divinity Original Sin 3. It'll be interesting if they do make it to see if they expand on Malady's story. When it comes to these endings, I feel like rather than trying to get a good ending, you're dealing more with choosing the lesser evil. Like, no matter which ending you get, there's always somebody that gets screwed over. There's no true peaceful option for everybody. There's also a Game Master mode for those who are more into D&D style. Overall, I enjoyed the game. I will recommend it for sure. If you've never tried before, if you're looking for some turn-based isometric RPG, then give this one a try if you haven't yet.